You had mentioned, of course, a brand new season is here. You guys are practicing, everybody else is practicing. You've had success over the last couple of years, but you've lost a lot of good players too. How do you look at this year as a way to keep things going, to keep that level of success on the way up?
Well, I mean, it starts with our returners that played last year. I mean, you got Desmond Bain and Cliff Dickman that got really good minutes last year and had to lead us through parts of it and were our best players in the postseason. We get both of them back. They're only juniors. Billy Webster's only a sophomore, and he started the last half of our season and was a big player in the postseason. And then we returned Colton Pippinger, who got valuable minutes in the postseason, which you can't take away. So, we only have two seniors on this team, and those two seniors don't have a lot of experience playing varsity ball, but we really lean on our junior class, and I mean, it's a pretty strong junior class.
Are you worried at all about the youth and the depth as far as having that type of experience?
Well, we're young, but we have experience. Our juniors Desmond started since he was a freshman, and Cliff started his whole sophomore year. So we have guys that have experience. They're not old, which is kind of a good thing. But our bench is going to be very young. It's going to be a bunch of guys who haven't played varsity ball. But I got a lot of faith in them, and I think we'll be able to get there when it matters. We'll be there. So,
what do you try to develop then in these first couple of weeks before that first game? Are you looking? Are your starters? Are they pretty set? Are you looking for more bench play? What might it be?
Right now, I know three of my starters, and they're the three that started last year. So we're working in different guys for different spots, but those three are solid and always on the floor for us. Like I said, the bench is going to be inexperienced, but they have talent. They have talent. They have athleticism. They're just sophomores and juniors, and a couple freshmen. So we'll see what we got. I really think we go about 9 or 10 deep. Now, I don't know right now how many of those, it could pan out to be 8 or 7 by the time the varsity starts. So right now I like what we have. We're just trying to figure out people's roles right now and just making sure we get the ball in the hands of the right people at the right time and right places.
One of those is Desmond Bain, and he had a great year last year. How do you look at him coming into another year, and do you put a little more on him this season?
Absolutely, and he can handle it. I mean, he's, like I said, he's done it since he was a freshman, and last year he carried us and was a sophomore. So I think he's one of the best players around. He's number 8 in his class for shooting guards in the state. I mean, that's saying something. I mean, he's grown to about 6'3" now. He's put on a lot of muscle. He's really athletic. He's starting to mature and starting to hit that age where, you get the hair on your legs and stuff and you start to grow a little bit. So he's getting there. And then Cliff, Cliff's the silent guy who averages 12 points a game behind Desmond's 18, but Cliff steadily does it, and he does it every time. And he's just a guy that you never have to yell at. So I think those two leading us is really good. And, we have Billy Webster, and his athleticism is out of this world. He's just got to put it together between the years, and that's what we're waiting on with him. So.
You mentioned Desmond at 6'3". As I look out there, it doesn't appear you have a whole lot of size, but that's something you've been kind of used to the last couple of seasons. Do you play any different type of a style not having that size, or goes through your mind is just not having that type of upfront size?
Well, last year we were in the same boat, no size, played 2-3, but still don't have a big man in the middle. It is what it is. We feel like we're strong enough to contend with anybody's tall guys down low. I think Desmond has the bulk and Cliff has the bulk to do it. Height really doesn't bother us. We just learn to box out and learn to keep your hands up and pump fake. So we're learning how to do it. We've done it the last 2 years, so hopefully we can do it again.
Coach, look at your schedule. It's always challenging, an opportunity to play some good teams again this year. What do you like about it? What maybe don't you like about it?
I really like when we play the county schools and the bigger schools around us like Centerville and Northeastern and Hagerstown and Lincoln and Union County. I like playing against those schools because it tells you where you are, not just 1A level, but where you are around here. I really like those games. We have a tough stretch where I think we go Northeastern, Hagerstown, Liberty Christian, and University. That's going to be, and that's around Christmas and New Year. That's going to be the stretch where we find out where we're at. We find out how good we actually are. Can we contend in the regional? Because Liberty Christian's that regional opponent that we see. So, I'm excited about that stretch. We got a long way to get there. We got a lot of growing to do, a lot of time in between there, but we need that time. We're excited to start off against Centerville the Thanksgiving weekend, and we've looked to get that win the last 2 years, and it's just squeaked through our fingers, and now hopefully we can get it in this one.
Is your mentality on that schedule, like a lot of coaches, they don't care too much about the regular season? They certainly want to win, yes, but it really does prepare you for the tournament.
Right. I mean, we're not in a conference right now, which allows the regular season just to kind of be practice games for the tournament. But our goal every year is to set the wins record. And the last 3 years, I think we've done it. And, we've been stuck on 15 wins the last 2 years, and we're hoping to get above that this year. We think we will with the talent we have. But I mean, that's what expectations don't change, especially when you return what we return. So we don't try to preach anything different. It's just different guys in different roles.
I'm not going to jump too far ahead, but you'd mentioned you're not in a conference yet. You soon will be. Are you excited about that? Is that something that'll add a little bit more to the program?
Absolutely. Anytime you can get in a conference, scheduling's easier. To get the kids built up to play for a conference championship is huge. They get individual awards for being all conference or being player of the year. So there's something to shoot for there. It's exciting, and I think, with it being Desmond and Cliff's senior year, it'll be a good first year in the conference for us.
As a coach, talk a little bit how you've grown over the last couple of years and just some of the things that maybe you've done that may have made you a better coach.
Well, I'm just thinking about the stuff I've done in my first 2 years compared to last year. I've just matured, not so much getting on the refs all the time. It's not about them, they're not changing the game for you. They don't care who wins or loses. So it's just, maturing, getting older. This will be my fourth different coaching staff, and Coach Blevins has been with me the whole time, and Coach Plankinghorn was here last year. So it's kind of, we kind of get that, recognition of who's here, and just always knowing who's going to be here. And, with us three, I think we have a lot of familiarity with us, and that's what, that's the kids see that, and they really like that. So that's what we're going for.
Last thing, are you anxious to get this going? I know it's so early and you still got a lot of practice, and like most coaches, they want as many as they can get in before that first game, but are you kind of anxious to see how your team will react when those lights go on for the first time?
Yeah, I'm really sick of playing against them and having the JV play against them, because I want to see what we are against somebody else's varsity. I know they kill us and they kill our JV, which is what they're supposed to do, but I'd like to see them against somebody else. And we're really excited for Centerville, and we're really excited because once it starts going, then it rolls, and you just have game after game, which is fun, and that's what we're looking for. Right now it's just getting through these practices and making sure they don't kill each other, because they're beating up on each other every day. So we're just trying to stay healthy and get to November 29th.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Good
no
job.
problem. You want Desmond and Cliff?
Yeah, Desmond and Cliff.